My sister's wedding invite hid a bully's dark lies that shattered our family. I told Mom the truth. Dad disowned me. Now a video call could break us forever or heal the pain. Family's a funny thing. Sometimes it's your anchor, sometimes it's the storm that knocks you flat. Growing up as the youngest of 6, I learned that early. There's John, 42, the eldest, always towing the line Dad set. Jacob, 40, quiet but steady. Jonas, 37, the peacemaker. Jeremy, 35, the one who actually listens. Then Violet, my twin, and me, Lily, both 31. 6 kids in a house run by Dad, 67, who was the boots-on-the-ground parent while Mom, 63, jetted off for work. He wasn't flawless. Imagine wrangling 6 personalities with a full-time job, but he kept us fed, clothed, and mostly out of jail. Mom would swoop in between trips, trying to connect, but I was a tough nut to crack. I had a stutter back then, this anxious little tick that made words trip over themselves, so I spent half my childhood in speech therapy or dodging trouble at school. Violet and I were inseparable as kids, too much really, so the school split us into separate homerooms to break that clingy bond. By high school, we barely crossed paths. She ran with the shiny crowd, I hid in the shadows. Dad handled the day-to-day chaos, and Mom? She'd ask about my detentions or fights, but I'd clam up. Therapists got the same silent treatment. She signed me up for soccer, debate, anything to keep me busy, probably hoping I'd turn out well-rounded instead of a mess. 6 kids'll stretch any parent thin, and I get it. I don't want kids myself, not after seeing that grind up close. Then the wedding invite landed like a brick through my window. Violet's getting married to Daniel. Yeah, that Daniel. The guy who turned my school years into a gauntlet of misery. I can still hear his voice, those vicious nicknames he'd sling at me, stutterbug or worse, the rumors he'd spread about me being some kind of freak, the shoves in the hallway when no one was looking. Once, he pushed me into a locker. I swung back, landed a punch. His buddies swore I started it, and even when cameras caught him red-handed, the story flipped. Poor Daniel, defending himself against mean old Lily because his mom was sick and his dad worked late. Teachers bought it. I got detention. Dad believed him too, told me to stop picking fights. I stopped talking about it, stopped talking much at all. Learned to keep my head down, let the bruises fade, and waited for graduation to escape. Now here's Violet, glowing with her ring, oblivious or unbelieving, asking me to be her maid of honor. John's on my case first. Lily, suck it up, go to the wedding, it's family. His voice echoes Dad's, eldest kid syndrome, always siding with the old man. I stared at that invite, the fancy script mocking me, and felt the old knots tighten in my chest. How do you smile at a ceremony when the groom's face brings back every taunt, every shove? I couldn't hold it in. I posted about it online, some throwaway vent on a forum I haunt when the coffee's cold and the night's too quiet. Just me, ranting about Daniel, the wedding, how I can't face it. Didn't expect much, maybe a few, that sucks, replies from strangers who get it. But Jeremy called the next morning. Hey, you alright? He asked, soft but firm, like he knew I was fraying. I didn't plan to spill it all, but there it was, Daniel's bullying, the years I swallowed it, how Violet doesn't know or doesn't care. My voice hitched. I didn't cry, but he heard the strain. I had no idea, he said, and I believed him. Jeremy's always been the one who checks in, not just nods along. Then Jonas texted, "What's going on?" Jeremy's worried. Another ping. "You okay?" Words leaking through the family grapevine, and I'm sitting there, stunned, wondering how it got this far. John's pushing me to go, Dad's probably next, but Jeremy and Jonas, they're listening. Violet's my twin, my other half, yet she's marrying this guy like our past never happened. Did she forget those days I'd come home quiet, bruised? Or does she think I made it up? I posted again, thanking the flood of comments, kind ones, harsh ones, because it's weirdly comforting to know I'm not alone, even if it stings. But now my phone's buzzing, brothers circling, and I'm staring at this invite like it's a ticking bomb. Jeremy's words hang there, "We've got your back." But do they really? Or am I about to blow this family apart over a grudge they don't even believe? You ever spill your guts online, expecting a few nods from strangers, only to watch it explode like a match in a dry field? That's what happened after I posted about Violet's wedding and Daniel, my bully-turned-brother-in-law. I'm Lily, 31, still reeling from that invite, and I thought a quick vent on some forum would let off steam. I've got a life, side gigs, a cat that owns me, therapy every Tuesday to unpack the mess I hauled out of my childhood home. But overnight, hundreds of comments flooded in, some sweet, some sharp, all proof I'm not the only one who's carried scars like this. I skimmed them between coffee refills, stunned. "Go no contact," one said. "Tell her off," another urged. "I can't. My family's not perfect, but they're mine. 6 kids, John, Jacob, Jonas, Jeremy, Violet, me, tied to mom and dad through years of chaos and love I can't just snip away. I've moved states, kept them on an info diet about my day-to-day, and it worked fine until this wedding cracked it open. Sorry to the folks I didn't reply to, I'm not glued to this app, and the twat waffles can shove it, but holy hell, I didn't see this coming." Then mom called. Not a text, a call. Rare enough to make me pause my virtual D&D game mid-dice roll. "Lily, I need the truth about this man," she said. No preamble, voice like steel wrapped in worry. My stomach dropped. Jeremy must have talked. His call yesterday, my shaky confession about Daniel, it all clicked. I took a breath, told her, "He bullied me, Mom. Shoves, names, lies, years of it. I hit him once to stop him. His friends covered for him." She asked, "Did Violet know?" I said no. She was in her own orbit, separate classes, separate lives. We got cut off, my D&D crew logged back in, so I texted her I'd call later. When we talked again, she pressed harder, "Why didn't you tell me?" Her voice cracked, and I fumbled, "I didn't want more trouble. Back then, Dad blamed me, said I was the problem, not Daniel, so I shut down. Stopped talking to her, to therapists, to anyone. She'd been gone for work when it got bad, and by the time she asked, I was a wall. Now she was upset, sniffling, maybe scoffing, saying, 'I'm sorry, baby, I didn't know.' It hit like a punch. All those years I'd buried it, thinking she wouldn't care, and here she was, gutted. I wanted to say more, but I was drained, emotionally wrung out, and told her, 'Tomorrow, Mom, I'm free then. Tonight's a movie with friends.' She let it go, gentle for once. That night wrecked me. After hanging up, the floodgates broke, vomiting in the sink, sleep nowhere in sight, old thoughts creeping back, the kind that once sent me to razors for control. I texted Sunny, my best friend, and she stayed up, talking me down from that edge. She's seen me through worse college nights when I'd spiral and say nothing, too afraid of being blamed again. Next day, she canceled her plans, hauled me out, live music, mimosas at brunch, museum wandering, to shake off the darkness. It worked for a while. I laughed, forgot the wedding, Daniel, all of it. Then Dad called, 3 times, insistent. I texted, "Busy, I'll call tonight, everything okay?" His reply lit a fuse. "No, it's not. You've upset your mom again. Call now." I fired back, "How?" "She didn't say that. I'll call later." He texted, "You know what you did. Take responsibility, stop playing cheeky." I was lost. "Dad, what do you mean? What bus did I throw you under?" He hit hard. "I talked to Violet. You're rewriting history, making Daniel the bad guy when he's tried to mend things. You lied to your mom. Fix this." My hands shook. "He bullied me," I typed. "You never believed me." He shot back, "This tale isn't cute anymore, Lillian. You're hurting us all with this selfish tantrum. I'm disappointed. Raised you better." I broke, sobbing at the brunch table, Sunny rushing me to the car. She grabbed my phone, texted him in our family chat from her number. "This is Sunny. Lily's telling the truth. I saw Daniel hit her, curse her out. Call me a liar if you want." She screenshotted it all, fuming he'd twist it. An hour later, Mom texted the group, "Video chat tonight, clear your plans." Dad deleted his messages, left one, "I'm done, talk to your mom." Sunny called him a bastard, nicer words than she used, and I sat there, crying, wondering if he'd just cut me loose. Did I lie by omission all these years? Or did he fail me first? "Mom's sorry," Jeremy's worried, "but Dad's gone cold, and Violet's still blind. The call's coming, and I'm terrified. Sunny's got my back, but can I face what's left of my family?" Family loyalty's a double-edged sword, cuts deep when you swing it, deeper when it swings back. After Dad's "I'm done" text and Sunny's fierce defense, I was a wreck, staring at my phone like it held the key to stitching my life back together. I'm Lily, 31, the youngest of 6, John, Jacob, Jonas, Jeremy, Violet, and me, caught in a storm I didn't mean to start. Mom's video call loomed like a jury summons, her text stark, "Tonight, clear your plans." Sunny canceled her day to babysit my sanity. Mimosas and museums couldn't erase Dad's words, but she tried. She'd seen me at my lowest, college nights when I'd shut down after an assault I never reported, too used to being dismissed. Now she sat beside me, promising to join the call, her anger at Dad boiling hotter than mine. I called him before the chat, desperate to fix it. "Dad, I hate upsetting you, it's the truth about Daniel," I said, voice trembling. He cut in, "Is this about him again?" "No, it's us," I pleaded. He sighed, heavy and cold. "If you're telling the truth now, you've lied by hiding it all these years. I'm not the villain here. If I'm such a bad father, I won't bother anymore. Enjoy your freedom." He hung up, and I crumbled. Sunny heard it all, called him manipulative, worse words swallowed for decorum. Did he disown me? That's not what he said, but it's what I felt, a hollow ache like losing a limb you didn't know you'd miss. The call hit at 8 p.m., me and Sunny on my couch, laptop open, cat curled between us. Faces popped up, Mom, tired eyes, John, stern, Jeremy and Jonas, concerned, Jacob, neutral, Violet, fidgeting beside Daniel. Dad's square stayed blank, he'd meant done. Mom started, voice shaky but firm, "Lily, tell us everything." I took a breath, Sunny's hand on my shoulder, and let it out. Daniel bullied me, years of it. Shoves, insults, rumors. I hit him once to stop him. He lied, got me punished. Cameras caught him once, but everyone, Dad, teachers, blamed me. I stopped talking because no one believed me. Violet frowned. "That's not true. He says you bullied him." Daniel jumped in, smooth as ever. "Lily, I'm sorry if you felt that way, but I was a kid with a sick mom. I lashed out sometimes." "You hit me too." I snapped. "You pushed me first, every time. Your friends backed you up, and I paid for it." Sunny cut through. "I saw it, Violet." He slapped her, threw stuff, cursed her out. "I'm not lying." Mom's face crumpled. She whispered, "Why didn't you tell me?" "Dad said I was the problem. I gave up," I said, tears spilling. John broke in, "This is ancient history. Why drag it up now? Violet's wedding's what matters." Jeremy shot back, "Because it's not history to her. It's why she can't be there." Jonas nodded. "She's not making this up. I believe her." Jacob stayed quiet, but Violet's eyes darted to Daniel. "He's changed," she said, defensive. "You're ruining this for me." I choked. "I'm not. I just can't fake it around him." Mom raised a hand, voice breaking. "Enough. Lily, I'm sorry I didn't see it. I was gone too much. Your silence scared me, and I failed you." Dad's absence screamed louder than her words. He deleted his texts, left me to Mom, and I felt it like a slap. Sunny glared at the screen. "Mr. Gardner's dodging this. He blamed her, not Daniel." Violet bristled. "Don't attack Dad. He's stressed. 6 kids, a job." I said, He's my dad too. I don't want him gone, but he won't hear me. Jeremy added, he's wrong here. Lily's not selfish. The call turned chaotic. John defending Dad, Violet clinging to Daniel, Mom pleading for peace. I laid it bare. I love you all. I won't cut you off, but I can't be maid of honor. Daniel wrecked me, eating disorders, cutting, years of therapy, and I won't pretend he didn't. Believe me or not, that's my line. Violet teared up. You're choosing this over me? No, I said. I'm choosing me over him. Mom sobbed. I should have known. I'll talk to your father. John muttered, you're tearing us apart, but Jeremy and Jonah stayed firm. She's not, she's hurting. Daniel stayed quiet, smug almost, and I wondered if he'd hurt her too someday. The call ended abrupt. Moms, we'll figure this out, cut off by a glitch, leaving me staring at a black screen. Sonny hugged me. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, typing this to purge it. Dad's out, Violet's blind, Mom's sorry. But is it enough? I want my family back. Dad's gruff hugs, Violet's laugh, but not at this cost. Therapy's kept me from breaking again, and Sonny's here, but that ache won't quit. Will they see me, or am I the fracture that ends us?